Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. It's kind of a roller coaster. Sports is a roller coaster.
Matt, let me ask you a question. Matt, let me ask you a question.
I'm a college basketball fan for literally this week. I like the volume.
I get the volume part of it.
And when you have like severe ADD like me, going into a place that has literally like 8 different games going on at once, it is whelming. It's not overwhelming. It's whelming. It's perfect for a guy like me.
That's an interesting take.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light at the Monster Blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
You just did that. It is so loud that my headphones literally like in my ears.
Molly Brown is with me, Jim Rutledge, in Milwaukee. Matt Hamilton, sad boy alone in green at the Everlight Solar Studio.
It's terrible.
You know, the saddest thing to me, Matt, is that you just don't own a car or have any ability to get to Milwaukee yourself. Like that's the hardest thing that, you know, I feel extra bad for you about.
I am such a busy guy. You think I can just get up and go to Milwaukee for the radio show just to drive home 2 hours later?
Yeah.
What are you busy doing?
All
I'm
sorts
not
of
trying
stuff,
to start
Molly.
a fight, but I'm just asking, what are you busy doing besides working out and a nap?
I got all sorts of things going on at home, especially now. Homes are hitting the market, and I'm very interested. And yeah, we just had a lot of things happening today. We had a friend who recently had a baby, so I was making food for them for their like meal train setup.
That's nice.
My wife had forgot to tell me about it, so I was kind of scrambling late in the afternoon, which is why I wasn't going to be able to be here on time. For the show, yes, but for our show prep, no. So like I was trying to like help them out. And yeah, I would say I got lost track of time, but I didn't even realize I was volunteering to do this meal train until 1 o'clock this afternoon.
What did you end up making?
I grilled some chicken I pan fried some chicken, then made a pan sauce. But the problem was cooling everything where I could put it in the fridge and knowing it would be like safe to eat later. You know what I mean? Like you can't just throw hot food in the fridge and cover it.
Matt and I, the science guy.
Why?
Well, one, it heats up the other food in your fridge because it takes a lot of energy to like take the heat out of it. So I had like a little like bowl of ice water that I put this thing in the ice water so it could like cool it fast enough where I felt comfortable putting it in the fridge.
I have never heard this in my life.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not saying
I
that you're-
took
that
food.
you're lying.
I
I'm
took
just
food
saying I've never
safety
heard this. That's
when I
crazy.
worked in kitchens. So like.
Okay.
They had these like giant wands that you used to like cool liquids with that were like you would freeze. It was filled with water and you'd basically put like a giant ice block that would cool down the food safely and quickly. The danger zone is 40 degrees to 140 degrees. So you got to get the food out of that temperature zone as fast as you can.
So you made chicken and pan sauce.
And a pan sauce and some sides for them.
Okay.
They had mashed potatoes, and I was working on some Brussels sprouts. So like it was just a whole thing.
So wait, you said you made this food for the baby or for them?
Well, for the
Yes, you made
family
it for
that's
a new-
raising their
okay.
newborn,
We
like
have milk.
they don't got time to cook.
Look, I was confused. I thought
Yeah.
I thought he was
to
saying
be
he was
fair
making
to
food
Ryan-
for the child.
To be fair to Ryan, I was under that impression until Matt started describing the meal.
Oh, yeah,
Always
yeah.
making this for the parent.
Yeah,
I was
for the
like,
parents.
Come on, you guys. Are you kidding?
No, until he started describing the meal. But when Matt first said it, like I honestly thought
He
maybe
said they just had a baby, so I had to make food for them.
Yeah, here's the thing. I didn't
What
want this
food do you
baby
think
to
that a
just like,
newborn
introduced with crummy food. I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
they got a fine,
You wouldn't put it
refined
past Matt.
palate
Yeah.
early in life.
Yeah, tornado room at home.
Yeah, 1
wait,
week
okay,
old.
so-
Here's a seared chicken with some pan sauce.
So now
Okay.
are your friends expected to do this for your wife and you when you have a baby?
Oh yeah, I think they're gonna hook it up. This
they better.
is their third kid, so and we've done it the other 2 times as well. We're a part of this, so they're definitely gonna hook it up.
So, with this, we'll get the Badger stuff in a second. Matt and Prime are in the Everlight Solar studio. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Would like a lasagna have sufficed? Like, I feel like when we had like.
Have you ever made a lasagna, Jim?
What's
it's not like you can't just like have a lasagna. I suppose I could have bought like a frozen one, but like I said, it was like 12:30 when I learned this, and I had some chicken that I was actually preparing for me and my wife for dinner. And I was like, well, Jen, we're ordering out tonight because if we got to do this meal train, we got to give this chicken to them. They got plenty of mouths to feed over there. We're not going to be able to split it. But yeah, you're right. I could have maybe gone and bought like a Stouffer's lasagna, but
like that's like the whole thing of like people do casseroles for babies.
Yeah, again, if I had a little more notice, I could. I didn't go to the grocery store. This is all stuff I already had, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make them dinner that I was gonna make for me and my wife tonight.
Sounds like you need a Liney's, Matt.
Actually, I could use the Liney's. And
actually, I've had 6.
It's funny you mention that because my pan sauce, when I deglazed the pan, I used Liney's original and then knocked the other half back myself. And it was delicious. It was crisp. I could taste the Wisconsin-inspired brewing in that German traditional beer. You can't go wrong with Liney's Original, and you can't go wrong with Liney's in general because they got a flavor for every moment, whether it's the Juicy Peach, the Liney's Original, the delicious Summer Shandies, and all the other amazing beers they have. You can go online and check out all their seasonal stuff, their regular stuff. It's always good. It's always good. Liney's always hits. I love Wisconsin beers. I love Wisconsin in general, and Liney's fits the bill. So if you're looking for a delicious beer, look no further to the Leinenkugels.
Matt, will you be cracking Leinenkugels as the Badgers play on Thursday? Obviously, hopefully say no because we got a radio show afterwards. But in general, it is
yeah, sure. No, definitely not. I couldn't imagine. Could not even fathom having a beer before the show. I can imagine.
Yeah, crazy. So, Badger basketball's coming up here. It's bracket time. Before we get to the actual Badgers and what we think they're going to do and all that, Matt, I'm curious, you specifically, how do you fill out your bracket?
Vibes. Just vibes.
Shocking.
Sometimes.
By vibes, you mean what?
Well, I'll like look at the teams and just kind of like, oh, I've heard of that underdog team before. Like 3 months ago when I heard about them and they had an upset win, like they're really good. I'm gonna go ahead and just slot them in for an upset or something like that. If I've heard about them, sometimes in some group chats, I got some really big college basketball fans in a group chat.
Thomas.
No, a different friend. Anyway, he sends. For the last 4 weeks, he had sent a list. Molly, we've gone over this. I've got dozens of friends. You're not going to get this one. But he sent full breakdowns. When you get a text message and it's so long, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Weekly on college basketball and dark horses and everything like that for the last 10 weeks, I think.
No offense, but that sounds like somebody that I would not want to be friends with. I'd probably mute them already.
Oh, he's great. But again, I don't have to read them all, but yeah, I'll go back and check those out and see if there's any dark horses that he had mentioned prior that are in the tournament and be like, oh, that one looks like a juicy little upset in the making. So, yeah, typically vibes. If I'm really feeling like I want to get into it, I'll go on YouTube and do a bracket video, a bracketology video with whoever, and I'll basically take their word as gospel and then fill mine out like that.
How many brackets?
Currently, I am at 0. But
no, how many do you normally turn in?
Anywhere from 2 to 4. I don't go too crazy.
Okay. Molly?
How many do I do, or how do I fill them out, or all
Both.
the above? Okay, so I'm kind of in Matt's corner of vibes. I think I just look at the bracket, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this team, right? I'm sure it doesn't surprise anybody that I'm an emotional picker, okay? I pick by my emotions here.
Very
but
emotional.
also, exactly. But also, I look at what their record is, or whatever it is, or whatever their seed is, and I'm like, all right, I'm picking the 5 seed over the 12, whatever it may be, right? But So I will say that's pretty much how I do it because I really don't pay attention too much to college basketball anymore until it's March Madness. Like, that's when I get excited about it. So I'm not the most intellectual when I pick, but sometimes I feel like when you really pick by, like, knowing your stuff is when you pick wrong. So I will say I'm more of, like, a vibes and emotions picker. But then two, I do probably 2 brackets on, like, ESPN.com, and then I do like one handwritten one that we do like for like our family competition. So I like doing that, and then I can highlight and all that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if I end up with the same winner, potentially that could be the case, but it's probably not going to be the same matchup in the championship. It's not going to be it's not going to be all the same picks by any means. It's literally whatever my vibes are when I'm looking at it right then. But I will say, I was filling out my ESPN one for like our Good Karma Brands one that I did today. And I started filling it out. And, like, you know how on ESPN.com it's like the first 32 games because it has 2 regions at the top. Yep. And then you always forget to scroll all the way to the bottom because you're like, how come it doesn't show, like, what my team is that I picked championship-wise? And then you're like, oh, that's right. I got to pick 32 more games or whatever the math is. So I started filling it out like by actually picking the teams that I was doing it, and I picked like 8 games, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm literally just auto-fill the next ones, and it's like, oh, do you want to pick it based on chalk? Do you want to pick it based on whatever we think? And I was just like, just pick whatever the experts think. I really don't care. Like, if I end up winning something great, then I just won $100 or whatever it is that Good Karma Brands is going to give us, and I didn't have to do any work for it, but like, I don't know. So. Well, I like hand filling them out a lot better than the electronic ones. I'm not going to lie.
Did you do the ESPN Milwaukee one with Cousin Subs? I know you love Cousin Subs, so I didn't know, like, you get a $500 gift card.
I have not filled that one out. Can we win, though? I think that's only for our fans. I don't think we can win.
But you can do it as a fan, and right now on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, you can scan the QR code and just sign up immediately. Code. I get to Milwaukee.
Code, Derry.
I just go Milwaukee. It's not like a real life choice. You just vote. You just vote.
You just vote.
You just go. I don't know what happens when I get to Milwaukee. I'm just around too many Milwaukeeans, and my Milwaukee accent comes back. It's not like a real life choice. You just vote. Prime, how do you do it?
I probably spend a total of like 5 to 10 minutes on brackets nowadays. I don't have the energy for it. I enjoy like signing up in a bracket pool with friends and keeping track of it, but like I will just go based off of like I'll scroll Twitter, see what some like bracketologist experts put out, and I'll just copy what they do. But I'll like amalgamation it from like a bunch of different people I see.
Amalgamation?
Amalgamation. I'm just throwing stuff together, like stuff like random things I see from like across the board. None of it. There's no like cohesive plan to anything I'm doing.
Like a melting pot.
Exactly.
That's not a real word.
Yeah.
But okay.
Amalgamation is a real word. Thank you, Molly.
I really like it when it rains.
I also use Matt's trapezoid of excellence that he introduced us to a few years ago. I use that to decide who I'm going to pick from like my possible winners.
What is that? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just one of the many charts that you see around this month on Twitter of teams who you think can win the championship based off of like tempo and like net efficiency on like an XY graphic or XY bar graphic.
So you can see where they...
With that, I don't know specifically the triangle. But over the last 2 or 3 years, especially last year, that stuff, and even this year, completely trash. Because, like, Ken Pomeroy, one of the numbers people use as far as, like, the most efficient teams, in years past, there was, like, 2 or 3 teams above a certain number. This year, there's 11 teams above that number.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavyweights.
Because it really has become the haves and have-nots. So some of the old ways of doing things doesn't work because someone that was a star in a mid-major is now the 6th man on a major team. So there is this whole sort of, over the last 3 years, has been more chalk than ever, especially by the time that you get to the Final Four for sure.
It's an amalgamation.
It is an amalgamation.
No, that's not how you use that word. Wrong.
I've never heard that word until 2 minutes ago.
Amalgamation.
You've got to use your amalgamation when you fill out brackets.
I can imagine.
So I want to ask this with the Badgers. As we go to break here, we'll answer it on the other side. But our signing limited poll question is, how far are the Badgers going? Like you're putting your money on it. How far are the Badgers going in the tournament? If you had to bet on it, where do you have the Badgers going? First round exit. Second round exit, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, Championship.
We only have 4. We only have 4 poll options.
There's not that many.
Well, Ryan will decide what he thinks the most likely outcomes are.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'll put my amalgamation of options on the setting and limited poll question.
Perfect.
We'll answer them on the other side. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening live from St. John's, Newfoundland. The Newfies love Jim, Matt, and Molly. 100.5 ESPN Madison.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity, and you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV, built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI, and you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out their full lineup of vehicles and find the one that's right for you, or browse the vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
The Brew Crew are back on March 26th.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they open up the season against the Chicago White Sox.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
Brewers opening day is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in March 26th at 1:10 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game. All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
If you're in the market for a new car, I want to tell you about a place that I genuinely trust, and that is Metro Kia of Madison. I know buying a car can feel overwhelming, but when I went to Metro Kia looking for, first, a vehicle to fit my entire family of 7, it felt different. There was no pressure. There was no runaround. It was just honest people who actually listened to what I wanted in a vehicle and honestly helped me find the right fit for my life and my budget. So whether you're looking for a reliable daily driver, something great on gas like my Kia K4, 36 miles per gallon, or a safe ride for the family, family, they make the whole process easy and comfortable. So if you're thinking about a new Kia, start with the team that I trust, which is Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer.
Metro Kia of Madison hoy.
I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton back at the Everlight Solar studio. Primetime Wollersheim behind the glass. Molly, did you wear anything green today for
I did.
St. Patrick's Day?
My shoes.
Well, don't hurt yourself there. Did you get it up? Did you get in there? All right. We see that? Matt, you are decked out in all green. You can see this on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Matt, you are decked out in Bucks gear.
Yep.
And Ryan, did you wear green today?
I did. I wore it under my Auburn hoodie
Don't
today.
show us your undies.
What do you think? Okay.
I thought you were going to show us your undies. That said, like, I'm feeling lucky.
Go Marky Mark.
I remember giving those shirts out at, like, a street team when I first started.
Dazzling details.
No,
what are they? What's the shirt?
So it's a Guinness shirt because we used to do a lot. Oh, my computer just died.
Guinness within the state of Wisconsin.
Yes.
Ryan showed me his. Never mind. And it made my computer die.
Yeah. Sorry
No,
about
so
that.
we used to do a lot of around, like, this time of the year. We would do a lot of, like, Guinness different street teams. What?
You're frozen on the screen.
That's hilarious.
Great side eye that you're giving.
Guys, I'm trying
As Molly tries to get back in. Let's let Molly get back in there. Ryan is wearing a Guinness shirt mimicked in the state of Wisconsin. Actually, it's a pajama shirt that I have. Stop flashing me. I don't have any beads for you, Ryan. And so I have my green Kobe girl dads on, and then I have it's more of an emerald green, and then I also have a green sport coat on in honor of St. Patrick's Day, because it feels like it, with 12 inches of snow outside or wherever you're at in Wisconsin, an insane amount of snow right before St. Patrick's Day. It honestly is annoying as hell. But we did have a side unlimited poll question that I want to visit right now, which was, if you were betting on it, how far would you pick the Badgers to go in the tournament? I have them in the Sweet 16. That's where 52% of you have them. Here's the weird part. 18.8% of you have them in the round of 32, and 18.8% of you have them in the Final Four, and 12% of you have them in the Elite Eight.
Huh.
12% of people have them in the Elite Eight.
Yes. It's early in the poll, so it's fluctuating pretty quickly, but yes.
I have a feeling that they're not going to get out of the 64.
Okay.
I know I said that yesterday. Just
You think they're
going to
lose the high point?
I don't know. It's literally called March Madness for a reason. It is absolute madness. They're like stranger things have happened. So I don't know, but like I also haven't watched this Wisconsin Badger team a ton, so I know that I'm just being pessimistic. But I think it's just like the fear of like they could lose. They're a 5 seed playing a 12 seed, and I know we had somebody chime in the other day of how 6 seeds tend to lose more often than a 5 seed does, but like. When Wisconsin lost to James Madison, I know you guys said it was the perfect matchup for them to lose. Like, they lost, and they were a 5 seed, and James Madison was a 12 seed. So, yes, it could happen, and I would be scared of it if I was a major Badger fan. But, like, if they don't lose in the round of 64, I have a hard time thinking that they're going to get out of the round of 32, too.
Matt?
Yeah, they haven't made it to the Sweet 16 since 2017. So, if, like you said, if I'm betting... If I'm putting my own skin in the game, I think it's round of 32. Now, I'm sure on my brackets they're gonna get to the Sweet 16, but that's like wish casting. That's how I like will my team to get to where I want them to go is wish cast it, put it out there in the ether, and hope it happens. So, but if you were like Matt, you've got to put 10,000 jelly beans of your own jelly beans on this where the Badgers exit. What are you doing? I think it's round of 32.
I think Sweet 16. I know Arkansas has some talented players, and I know that the Badgers haven't gotten the Sweet 16 since 2017, which seems like forever.
9 years.
Yes. I just think this Badgers team with their guard play is built for March, and I have them going to the Sweet 16. Prime, where do you have them?
Unfortunately, I'm kind of there with Matt. I don't feel great about their second round matchup, which I'm still expecting will be Arkansas. Now, I'm not saying the Rainbow Warriors can't beat the Razorbacks in the first round. I'm not saying that's impossible. Hawaii taking on Arkansas on the other side of the bracket from the Badgers. I do think the Badgers are going to get past High Point pretty easily, but I just think the Arkansas matchup is a scary one for them. And as much as I feel like this team is Elite Eight caliber and this should be the Badger team that goes back to the Sweet 16, if they're playing Arkansas in the second round, I would not be picking him to win that game, unfortunately. I think they would be like 3 to 4.5 point underdogs. So I don't think it's impossible, but I do think they are going to end up losing the round of 32 again, which is going to suck.
Because you're worried about Mark?
Mark?
Tremont Mark?
No, Darius Acuff is the star guard for Arkansas, as well as their big man who took over at the end of the SEC championship game, which I caught on Sunday afternoon. Trevor Brazil, I believe is his name. He spells it with an E at the end. He is a monster. And he is the exact type of big who's going to give the Badgers bigs nightmares. Big athletic dude who can jump and lives above the rim. Also can hit threes from time to time. The Badgers, I think, can take down just about any team in the first few rounds, especially because the Badgers themselves can shoot the lights out. I just think that Arkansas matchup is a nightmare for them, and I hate to say it, but I think they're going to come up short again.
Yeah, I just think this time around, with the experience of Blackwell had a few tournaments, and obviously Nick Boyd's been to the Final Four and I believe a Sweet 16. So, and then obviously Nolan Winter played in the tournament. So I just think this Badger team is a little bit game tested. And don't get me wrong, I still obviously Arkansas is going to be a tough matchup for them. But I think the Sweet 16 is realistic and fair, even if Arkansas is a tough matchup for them.
And I'm not saying it's unrealistic, right? I've been
if you're
let down
betting your
before.
jelly beans.
Yeah, if I'm betting my jelly beans.
Same.
It makes me nervous.
So how far do you have them going in your tournament, though, in your bracket?
Elite 8. All right, excuse me, Sweet 16.
Okay, Ryan?
Well, you haven't filled one out yet, right?
I dabbled in the break. I dabbled in the break.
Okay.
I did Wisconsin first.
In the break?
Yeah. What do you think I was doing here on my phone, just staring at
But you're
it?
doing your research about High Point, making sure you got everything covered.
Vibes. This first bracket's always vibes. I'll do research later and work on another bracket.
I use my amalgamation to pick all my my first bracket run.
So
but
Acuff averages, I get it, Ryan, 23 points, almost 7 assists, and
he's projected as like a top 7 NBA lottery pick.
I saw Bill Simmons compared him to Kyrie Irving in his ability to handle the ball.
He's electric.
Yes.
That's high praise because Kyrie has some of the best handles in the game.
He's an incredible point guard.
According to some of the people I've listened to. Like Thomas and other professionals.
So wait, what percentage are you guys worried? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you that Wisconsin won't get out of the first round?
Oh, 2. Yeah.
Really?
2.
That low?
Yeah. Pretty low.
Ryan?
First round, I'd say a 2. I feel very confident in their first round matchup. This team is much better than that team that lost to James Madison 2 years ago.
Okay. Round 2.
And we're healthier. I mean, assuming Nolan Winter's coming
round 2,
back.
I'm calling a toss-up.
Really? Ryan?
Round 2, I would say they have like a 40% chance to win against Arkansas.
Yeah, Jim, what's a toss-up as far as for you worried?
50-50.
50-50.
So 5?
Oh. Yeah,
5 out of 10.
Yeah. I don't think the Badgers are going to be massive underdogs. The Badgers do a lot of things well.
I just feel like when you get to a team that's when Molly's putting me out for the scale, if it's 50-50, my worry is higher than 5 halfway. 50-50 means the other team has a legitimate chance at beating us.
Yeah, the Badgers have a legitimate chance to beat this team, and I think we're all guilty of this. We all can admit, except for maybe Ryan, we haven't consumed a lot of Arkansas basketball.
Fair, I know. They were on my
only
list,
single
too.
one on the show.
They're on my list a lot.
What is this, a shot? Is this a compliment?
No.
I can't tell how I feel right now.
Both.
Oh, we're just saying it. You take in
You do
more
your
college
research.
basketball
We're
than
saying,
us.
what else are you going to do, Ryan?
You have time to do research, Ryan.
While I was betting on the Oscars at Potawatomi on Saturday, I was also betting on Arkansas to cover against Ole Miss in
Did you really?
SEC tournament semifinal. Yes, I did. I lost money on them. They didn't cover. Because, of course, A.J. Storr had to come back out of the dead and cover the spread for Ole Miss, of all people and of all games.
Yeah.
A.J. Storr is the one who does it to me, of course.
I love that for you.
Lost $70 on Saturday. Not on that bet, but just total.
Don't bet if you don't feel comfortable losing.
I mean, I was comfortable losing it. It stinks
Really?
either way.
Ryan's just in the hole.
It's just
Ryan can't eat for 3 weeks until we get paid again.
all my snacks are out of my drawer now in my office because that was Ryan's lunch.
I've just been eating goldfish and pretzels for the last 2 days.
All of our North and South gift cards gone.
Right, yeah.
Ryan's got to eat.
Yeah, sometimes you got to hold on to your jelly beans
He
and make
just
sure
got
you
himself
get to eat.
just a pork
Pork
to
butt.
Go. Yeah, it's just a pork butt, and he just gnaws at it every
He
night.
just raw dogs.
Yeah, can't afford sauce or seasoning right now, unfortunately.
He just grabs that butt and bites into it. Pork butt, that is.
Yeah.
Munch that.
Yes.
Spicy.
You got to pace yourself with that pork butt, though.
Clearly, yeah. Just ask the Razorbacks.
Well, you got to make it to the next paycheck.
Yeah. Gonna be eating
It's
Razorbacks.
only, 13 more days to go. So
Yeah. We're great, guys. St. Patty's Day. Just came up short on the credit card payment yesterday, but it's all right. No worries.
There you go.
Yeah.
I gave you some beer that can help be part of your diet there. A little
He
liquid diet.
still
Don't hurt
hasn't even
anyone.
taken that home. It's just sitting here.
I'm a little insulted.
He's got free beer, a free T-shirt, free food.
Oh, no.
God, Ryan.
We know his
I
fridge
really
is
agree.
empty. Just
No wonder
bring
you're
it home.
betting all your money at Pato.
Everything's free. Everything it's the only way I'm staying alive right now, Molly. Those North and South gift cards have kept me alive this entire calendar year.
Are we gonna
Honestly,
have to start
I
a
have
meal
15
train
kids.
for Ryan?
I understand. Food is expensive. Groceries are not cheap.
So if you want to join, we're going to put a bucket down at the bottom of the AmFam building if you want to put some food in there for Ryan.
Salvation, Ryan. Salvation, Ryan.
Yeah. It's a food drive. Canned drive. Canned
You put
food
some-
only.
You can put some caulk in there, too, because Ryan needs
Yeah, I
caulk.
still
for
got
his
that.
Window still is broken.
Still
Ryan,
got that
is
hole
it?
in my window. Let's just say it's been pretty cold the last couple days.
Wait, hold
Why
on.
don't you
hold
talk
on.
to the
Actually,
landlord?
Snow blowing into
no, legit. Okay, so like there was so much snow and so much wind by us this past weekend that like we have snow that like came in like through the screens that's now just like sitting in like the windowsills or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Ryan, do you just have like snow in your apartment?
No,
If you just have a giant hole?
That's not been an issue. No, thankfully, I was able to cover it up with a bit of a tarp. Now, we still haven't taken the window out because it's going to take multiple days to replace this window. So I need to wait till like it actually gets warm for me to do this, or if I'm just gone for like 3 or 4 days at a time, which maybe I'm just going to take a long weekend to go like home or something. But no, thankfully, there's like a giant balcony between my window and like where the actual like end of the apartment's like the complex's roof is. So there's at least like a 6-foot buffer between like where the snow is and where my window is. So no, the blizzard did not blow into my apartment. Thankfully, I was able to survive from that.
All right, Rockefeller. Thank God. That's fantastic.
Somebody bring Ryan some caulk.
I have some questions about Molly having. What are you going to do about that snow that's stuck in between the screen and your window?
Well, it's like in the like when you open the window, like
Yeah,
it's
and
just there.
I know it's in the between. Like, there's obviously there's like a sill and there's space in between those. Doesn't that drain? Is that going to drain out?
We'll find out.
I don't know. Maybe I'll take like a vacuum to it.
Yeah, see, that's
just suck it all out.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to blow it out?
Oh, I guess I could do that too.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
It will just hit that screen and then spin in your house. It will. You will make it snow in
And
your house.
everything's just wet.
Yeah, I do
Wait,
think some of it will go out the screen, but I think you have a better idea with like get a trash can, put it under the windowsill, and then just pull it into it. It doesn't matter.
No idea. This one my husband's gonna have to figure out.
I'm very curious to see how you manage that because I wouldn't let it melt and just.
I was say, or just let it melt, get some paper towel, wipe it up. They need to be clean anyways,
Yeah,
you know?
good
Like
idea.
spring cleaning.
Good call.
Just do what I did. Just get some cling wrap, cover the
Ryan,
cover
I'm
the gap.
definitely not
You're
going to
good.
do what you did. I got new windows like 3 years ago. I'm not going to do what you did and just like hang up a tarp.
Caulk it up.
It's like a charm. It's like a charm. It's like there's no hole. Come on, we're great. It's only like 45 degrees in my bedroom. It's cool.
Honestly, it sounds amazing.
Sounds great for sleeping.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
I can see Ryan wearing
The coldest
like
man alive.
3 sweatshirts to bed every night.
No, I just have like 4 blankets. Like actually, I have like 4 layers on top of me.
Have you had any friends over since this broke?
Thankfully, no.
I mean, I don't know if that's thankfully or not, but
Thankfully,
okay.
I have not had to embarrass myself by anyone having to see it. No, other than the handyman guy who came in and said it's going to take like 4 days to replace, so it's going to be a while.
844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. List is more. Jason Wilde is going to come up next, but our signing limited poll question, if you were betting on it, how far would you pick the Badgers to go in the NCAA Tournament? 55% of you say the Sweet 16. We will talk to Jason Wilde on the other side. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Do you think Dad's got good Instagram game?
No.
Instagram game. Oh my God.
I don't know. It's the best I can think of.
What's the most embarrassing thing your dad has ever done?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Existing.
Savage.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That needs to be a drop.
Yeah.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Wisconsin men's basketball hoping to have health on its side before Thursday's tip at the NCAA Tournament. Head coach Greg Gard providing an update that'll be music to the ears of all Badger fans. More from his appearance on Unsportsmanlike with Evan, Canty, and Michelle.
Well, you mentioned injuries, Coach. Nolan Winter good to go, or what are we looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's going to be good to go. He practiced yesterday. He'll go. We're actually going to fly to Portland here later this morning and practice out there tonight. And all signs are for him to be full throttle.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2032. Visit PellaWI.com.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 3/31/2026.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This station has conducted a test of the emergency alert system.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is Express Entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement. If joint pain or an injury is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We are here to help at Stoughton Health. Come in and we can talk to you about different techniques in order to get you back to doing what you want to do, whether it be walking the dog, going to work, or even playing outside with your kids. We want you to be able to do these things without pain.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sure, you've got school spirit, but does your jewelry box?
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of University of Wisconsin jewelry.
Featuring the iconic Motion W, Bucky Badger, and more.
Prices start at just $65.
Whether you're tailgating, jumping around, or shouting on Wisconsin, let your jewelry join the celebration because even Bucky loves a little bling.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best local sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jason, can I ask of you?
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Yeah. This has been the best segment I've ever done on this show, and I've really done very little.
Okay. Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that?
Jason Wilde joins us on the on the Yingling, excuse me, on the Yingling guest hotline. Yingling, America's oldest brewery, and now in Wisconsin. Jason, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic, even if I screwed up there. I'm doing good. I just saw Isaac Miller, the Badger recruit, walk by here in the Milwaukee studios. Yeah, so you threw me off. The kid is taller and stronger than me at the age of 18, so that's always fun.
It's all that Yingling.
What's that?
It's all that Yingling.
For me, yeah.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
never.
Yeah, it's for me.
Yeah. Say not for him.
That's why I was screwing it up. So with the Packers, there's been a lot of hubbub around the idea of what they're going to have to do to keep up with the Jerry Joneses of the world. So, and private equity and all of that. So my question is, how realistic is naming rights around Lambeau Field happening in the next 5 years, and the Packers selling other things in the next 5 years? And I don't think it's that far off. The NFL will start selling sponsorships of jerseys too. So I think fans just have to come to grips where this is the state of the NFL, especially for a team like the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that we were talking on Friday about private equity.
Yep.
And the Bears business being the Bears and not having another business. And then I saw this over the weekend, Stephen Ross owns the Dolphins. They're valued at $12.5 billion. And so he did 1% ownership stake to draw equity from private equity, and he just pockets $125 million. That's insane to me, right? Mm-hmm. And the Packers don't have that at their disposal. The question I have, and I obviously don't know anything about the fiscal world. I waste my money on shoes and bobbleheads and stuff. And so, I'm not exactly a genius with money, but with the salary cap in place, with the TV network deals allowing for teams, what are they sharing now? $430 million apiece for each of the 32 teams and the revenue sharing. I'm curious about how the money that you could generate through private equity can be utilized. Sure, you can spend it on your stadium, and they got a really nice locker room, right? The Packers do. They're going to have a new training room. I suppose they could replace the Don Hudson Center at some point. But I was talking to Brad Nortman about this yesterday on KBN, and he his point, and obviously he does know finance given his previous career. His point was that this feels to him more like just a way for billionaires to get a bunch of liquidity and have a bunch of money in their pocket while not giving up any control of their team. So I don't know enough to be able to say that private equity talk is just a tool that is being used, whether it's by the Packers or other teams, to kind of scare people or not. I just know that when the Packers are the only team, when your beloved Chicago Bears move to Hammond, Indiana, and they're playing at Yuengling Stadium, I'll be very curious to see. Because my point is, I'm not a fan. I don't know how fans are going to react. But my point is that it feels to me like there is a little bit of danger of pushback, one, and two, not a lot of bang for your buck if you pay to change Lambeau Field's name to, Brown Rutledge Stadium for your two burgeoning businesses that you two entrepreneurs will have come up with. Like, people are still going to call it Lambeau, and we saw pushback from fans that didn't want to call AmFam Field. They wanted to keep calling it Miller Park. Miller Park is named for a business too. That is a naming rights. It's not named after, Damian Miller, the former Brewers catcher. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Jason, do you see there being anything in it for the fan? Because I know we always joke about it. I know I've heard you say it too. Like, us as shareholders, and I say us, me and Matt, we're both owners, like, we don't get anything in return. We don't get a discount at the pro shop. We don't get special gear that says we don't get any of that for free by the Packers or a discount or anything. Like, do you see there being anything in this for the fan that they could potentially get, like lower ticket costs, or are ticket costs just going to keep going up?
No, ticket costs are going to keep going up. Like, they're not. Maybe they'll increase ticket prices by 10% instead of 25% if they don't have a naming rights deal. But again, this, I got to be honest, the timing of this story is brilliant because nobody's really. It's kind of the dead week of free agency, right, where the dust is still settling, and we don't know what the secondary market of free agents are going to make. They're all going to be on close to minimum deals. And so it almost feels like this happened at just either the best time or the worst time because it's getting a ton of attention, right? Mm-hmm. And, we also know that Ed Policy's predecessor was the king of the trial balloon, right? Like, he would do that for Roger Goodell all the time. And I just find myself wondering if that's not a component of this too, that, we're putting it out there to see how people react because, as Mike Florio pointed out, I can't imagine the owners are thrilled as much as they're happy about, having a, whatever it is, $12 billion or what TV contracts. I don't think they're happy with a salary cap of $300 million. I don't think the owners want to be paying players that much. And it makes me wonder if there's a ulterior motive here, too, of inoculating fans for when the next negotiation comes up with players and they try to get a smaller piece of the pie, or they go to an 18th game and they get the same slice of the pie as they're getting with 17 games.
Jason, is there, I know owners in all of this other situation, how they can sell off a piece, but for the Packers and Ed Policy, does he get a bonus if their coffers are fuller at the end of the year? Or is there any ulterior motive to, putting this out there and saying, oh no, we're going to need this. I know we have money in there now, but we're going to need this in the future, so we should probably just prepare for it. I guess I don't fully understand it for the Packers. And I know that they're going to need money eventually.
I would say this, Matt. I would say that no one's talking now about them raising ticket prices
Because, right, I mean, this story broke. Did this break over the weekend, or was it on Friday after we had talked? I don't know when it kind of came to light. But if you recall, the previous Friday, we talked about how they raised ticket prices again. And earlier in that week, we were talking about how they were revoking people's tickets if they sold them on the secondary market. Mm-hmm. Well, voila! We're not talking about that stuff. We're talking about, oh my God, could the Packers eventually move? Right? The narrative that I've heard from a lot of people is, oh, remember how we were giving Ed Policy a hard time for saying that his number one responsibility is to keep the Packers here, right? When he said that in our sit-down with him back in June at the end of the offseason program, and when a handful of us beat writers went and, I mean, some of them had beer. I would have appreciated if they'd have had bubbler drinks for me, but they didn't. And we talked about private equity and the concern they had there. And so I don't know. I don't think there's any upside other than it changes the narrative. And, you know, and I say this as someone who has paid for the season tickets in my family for a number of years when my parents wanted to keep them but couldn't really afford to. And it was before my brother took them over, and I have no idea what he does with them. But, like, it feels to me like, hey, I don't want to hear you complaining about how much your season tickets went up, because we could leave, you know, if we don't, you know, if we run into these financial hardships that we're envisioning. So, again, I don't know if I don't want to be Johnny conspiracy theorist by any means, but I don't know how. I guess my point is I don't know how seriously to take the threat, right? Like, I feel like there are other things in life, without getting geopolitical or anything like that, where there's stuff that scares the crap out of me. I don't know if I'm a Packers fan, if I need to be like, what's the DEFCON on how scared I need to be by this? Because given the amount of attention it's gotten in the news cycle, it feels like it should be DEFCON 1. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure that that's the case.
I guess I'm curious too, Jason, like, how much of an impact could this make financially? Because, like, we were kind of kicking around some numbers yesterday, and we said, I don't know, $20 million a year for 5 years, let's say. Like, or I think I saw that SoFi Stadium is $20 million a year for 20 years, so that's $400 million. Like, in the grand scheme of it, $400 million over 20 years really isn't that much. Am I crazy thinking that? Like, Jim, you've said it before that if the Bears sold off like a fraction of their shares or whatever
they
it is,
did it
like
last year at $9 billion valuation, they sold off 2.3%.
Like that, like that's a huge number compared to what this number over 20 million over 20 years is going to be. Like, how much of an impact could this actually make, Jason?
Yeah, compared to being able to do stuff with private equity, not much, right? And again, I don't know who. There's a commercial now, and it's not very effective because I don't know what the hell it's for. But, like, it's this couple that is at, like, the high school graduation, and they sold the naming rights to their kids when they walk across the stage. Like, herbs, tire, and oil changes instead of their name. That's kind of how this feels, right? Yeah. Like, hey, we need to try and squeeze as much money out as we can. And again, at the other end of this are real people that care deeply about the franchise and about the team and about the connectivity they feel with the team. Look, I'm the wrong guy to ask here, because I am, while I believe in capitalism and I'm not a communist or a socialist, I also don't think that just because you can make money, you should do everything that makes money, right? Like, I think there have been, and I just saw that this passed the legislature, and now the governor has to decide on it. Like, I am squeamish about the challenges and the dangers that are presented by sports betting. I just am.
Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't mean I don't appreciate our partners, and it doesn't mean that there aren't good things that come from that. But there's I mean, there's some people that can lose more than their shirts. And there's also, I mean, the idea, I was watching the selection show, and one of the commercials during it was about don't, like, harass athletes after they miss a free throw and you lose your bet. Like, the fact that we have to have commercials like that tells me that maybe we went a bridge too far on the gambling thing, right? Private equity. Like, you're messing up. It feels to me like the NFL has the world by the tail, the sports world by the tail, and they've done some things that they didn't necessarily have to do, but they're greedy. And I'm not saying that Mark Cuban and God, that was over a decade ago now, where he made that comment about how pigs get led to slaughter or whatever. But man, they just more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And the Joe average fan who grew up, depending on your age, I had a Lynn Dickey jersey, others had Brett Favre jerseys, and we're at the point now where we've got, adults that had Aaron Rodgers jerseys, which same number as my Lynn Dickey jersey. But like their Sunday is about family and eating hot ham from the deli and getting ready for the game and hanging out with your family and friends. And I do feel like we're getting to a point where it's almost going to be like the Super Bowl, where only, corporate fat cats and people that, really have money or really are willing to not spend money on other things are going to be at the games.
Well, Jason, to that, in Wisconsin State Senate voted 21-12 to pass the tribe-led online sports betting bill, thanks to Ryan for sending that information there. I wanted to ask you about Anthony Richardson, but I want to follow up on this more importantly, since we're on this topic. With the NIL makes me think about it, and we were talking about it prior, that over the last couple of years, the NCAA is becoming, the tournament, more and more chalk because it's becoming the haves and have-nots. And everyone agrees the players should get paid, but immediately money has bastardized what it was supposed to be. It's not name and likeness. It is, we're just going to pay you to play, and that has ruined the sport. And kids should get paid, but what happened right now because of greed – because of the greed that the NCAA teams didn't want to give the money to the players, so then it got blown up by the Supreme Court, and now we got this giant mess. There is a level of greed, and we don't just have to see it in sports, but we'll focus on sports, where greed isn't good. No matter what Gordon Gekko has to say, greed can end up ruining something, and I think that's what you're getting at is not only is there a disconnect in what fans want to be able to watch. Matt used the word devastated. So specifically for the Green Bay Packers, the fans' whole identity is we own the team, we are the Packers, we are the hometown team fighting against the man in the NFL. And the second that they lose that facade, because it ain't true, the Green Bay Packers are probably the most cutthroat business in the state of Wisconsin, but they have that brand. And once they start pulling back the curtain and become as openly greedy or money hungry as the rest of the NFL, it's going to start making things worse.
Well, and I think Tausch would counter that like he did with me yesterday or today by saying all that really matters is winning. And I don't know if I agree, right? Because you can still love the Packers in the years that they don't win the Super Bowl, which Lord knows now has been 15 seasons of that. And there's still great moments that you remember and you talk about with your buddies. And, Monday morning, everybody calls the show win, lose, or tie, since they did that this past season. And so I agree with you. But again, I think we're probably in the minority. You're 1,000% right on what has happened with college. Like I said this on yesterday's show, one of the things that I used to love this week, like, when I was in college, I just wouldn't go to class Thursday, Friday, and you were limited to whatever games were being broadcast on your local CBS affiliate. I'm that old, but like this was it, man. This was heaven. And like now, my old buddy TJ Otzelberger, the coach at Iowa State, like I don't know who the hell's on his team, right?
Yeah.
And it took me half the season to figure out who everybody was on the Badgers, and I went there. and so I do think that because I read that same piece on ESPN.com talking about how chalky it's become. Mm-hmm. But again, this is, and look, I come from the newspaper industry, and Lord knows we had too many greedy people who weren't thinking and didn't realize that they were killing a really important entity in our society. And then we got Bezos ruining the Washington Post. Like, I just, it's just really hard for me because I've always, look, I don't think I'm a complete idiot, but I'm never the smartest guy in the room. And Aaron Rodgers wasn't always the smartest guy in the room, no matter what he told you otherwise. But, like, I always was counting on people that were smarter than me to fix stuff like this. And the more I see it, the more, like, and that's the thing with baseball, too. Like, they don't have the salary cap, right? And so in that instance, imagine where the Packers would be without that. They're cooked, right? Yeah. So that's the reason why I don't know how much of a threat all this other stuff is. But yeah, it is disheartening. And look, the truth of the matter is, people can believe me if they want to, or dismiss what I say here as virtue signaling or whatever they want to say. But like, I struggle with the concussion issue still. Like, I still can't believe that I covered a game at the Pontiac Silverdome, or maybe it was at Lambeau, I forget, and I didn't even have the concussion in the game. But it was the Detroit Lions, and Don Beebe got knocked out cold in the first half and caught the game-winning touchdown in the second half. And I can't believe that at no point I didn't think, boy, that doesn't seem like a good idea, right? Yeah. And I can say whatever I want about gambling or whatever else, but it doesn't stop us from covering the games. And if they rename Lambeau Field, I'm not going to say, well, I'm not covering the games anymore because they sold out. So I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I try to be honest, and I probably was a little bit too honest. No clipping of any of this, Wooly. You just post the link to the entire segment.
It's already up.
So I don't get taken out of context and go viral.
You're good, Jason. Don't worry.
You should worry. That's what he says when you should really worry.
Matt's actually clipping it.
I was crossing both fingers when I said that. Matt's watching right now. Don't worry. Both behind my back. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, Anthony Richardson, though. I'll tell you what a great idea that is.
I agree with you, but we can't talk about it because we're out of time. But thank you, Jason.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That is Jason Wilde. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I'm an elite reader. Reading comprehension is like the only thing I'm good at.
Reader.
Yes, it's the only thing I'm good at is reading comprehension.
No. You don't believe that's the only thing that you're good at because you're literally saying all these other things that you could be good at and better than people that are literally professionals.
Reading comprehension.
Like, all I know is
being a minister.
What I'm elite at is being humble.
No, right? You're not.
Big time.
Judgmental Jim.
On 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
There are many reasons why local businesses are frustrated with their current business technology vendor. LSM Chiropractic Business Manager Sarah Pavlik had her reasons.
I would say there was two components. The first was the lack of customer service that we were experiencing, and then pricing.
So Sarah, you switched to James Imaging Systems because?
Initially pricing, which was fantastic. Customer service was hands down something that we hadn't experienced with 2 or 3 prior companies.
What else makes James Imaging Systems stand out?
They spoke to us as people and not as just a number. They were actually concerned about what our bottom dollar was and what our needs were.
Bottom line, Sarah?
It allows us to be more efficient. Efficiency is just equivalent to time and money.
AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Make the switch today. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust, celebrating 120 years in 2026. With transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you, they protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. ESPN Madison is your home for all 15 boys basketball WIA state tournament games. It all tips off Thursday afternoon with Division III semifinal coverage beginning at 1 o'clock exclusively on the ESPN Wisconsin app and ESPN Madison's YouTube channel. Wisconsin Badgers head coach Greg Gard joined ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike this morning ahead of the big tournament this week. The Badgers are coming off a run to the semifinal of the Big Ten tournament this past weekend when they were without big man Nolan Winter, who sat out with a lower body injury, but Gard shared a big update on Winter's status when he was on Unsportsmanlike this morning.
Well, you mentioned injuries, Coach. Nolan Winter good to go, or what are we looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's going to be good to go. He practiced yesterday. He'll go. We're actually going to fly to Portland here later this morning and practice out there tonight, and all signs are for him to be full throttle.
Listen back to Gard's full appearance available on the ESPN Wisconsin app. The 5-seed Badgers tip off their tournament run in Portland this Thursday, facing 12-seed High Point in the first round. Stay tuned all week right here on ESPN Madison for more Badgers tournament talk. Second hour of Jim, Matt, and Molly right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. It's kind of a roller coaster. Sports is a roller coaster.
Matt, let me ask you a question. Matt, let me ask you a question.
I'm a college basketball fan for literally this week. I like the volume.
I get the volume part of it.
And when you have like severe ADD like me, going into a place that has literally like 8 different games going on at once, it is whelming. It's not overwhelming. It's whelming. It's perfect for a guy like me.
That's an
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains of Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in Milwaukee. I am here today as I just saw Isaac Miller, an Iron Jock ambassador and Badger recruit, as we talk about the NIL. He is taping some new commercials and a commercial with, or not a commercial, a interview with Ben Brust that will air during the jump around and on our ESPN Milwaukee and Madison YouTube streams. Molly is looking great in her Jim, Matt, and Molly quarter zip from Iron Jock. I got an Iron Jock hoodie on, and Matt Hamilton decked out in green. back at the Everlight Solar studio in honor of St. Patrick's Day. Matt, St. Patrick's Day, I feel like you're the guy to ask. Is it amateur hour? Is it a big celebration? Like, where does St. Patrick's Day fall for you as far as a drinking holiday?
Oh, man. It used to be one of the best holidays out there. But then again, like I was like, oh, Cinco de Mayo, we're doing it. Arbor Day, we're drinking for the trees. So like, it's changed a little bit for me. I mean, I'm definitely going to have a couple beers. I've got an Irish whiskey at home that I'm thinking I might crack into as well. So, I mean, it's a good excuse to have a beer, no doubt.
Is it I shouldn't even ask it. It is kind of offensive that St. Patrick's Day is just about like how drunk you're going to get. Like that seems to be most people.
No. I remember that, St. Patrick drove the snakes out and then I drank.
Yeah. What's Matt, you're the food guy here.
Yeah.
What are you, a corned beef guy? Like, do you have I feel like, I got a recipe for corned beef.
He totally does.
It's such a pain to make. It takes so long. I've never made corned beef because I've looked into like the process of doing it, and it is a lot.
And there's two different ways to do this, Molly, because I'm sure Matt's making it the super fancy way, because I've gone to the grocery store before and you can buy corned beef and the bag will give you instructions, and basically you can pour all the stuff in there. I had like a Guinness or two, and then you just slow cook it all day in the crock pot. And it's pretty dang good. It's not, I'm sure, authentic the way that Matt would make it.
Well, no,
you can make a pretty good corned beef.
If you're making it from scratch, you gotta brine it. Basically, like it takes days.
Yeah, so this comes like I said, there's the Matt Hamilton way, but then there's also the way if you could go to the store, it's already pre-brined. And
I don't even know what corned beef is.
It's like a brisket. Prime rib.
It's brisket.
Yeah, brisket.
This is the cut.
So, like, it's actually the same thing?
Yeah.
Brisket and corned beef?
So, brisket is just smoked. Corned beef is brined and then cooked on a rack so it kind of steams itself and then till it's fully cooked, and that's corned beef. And then pastrami is brisket that you brine and then smoke and then slowly cook with a steam. And it's all the same cut of meat. There's just 3 different processes at how you get
So
it
which
completed.
one's the best? Matt and I, the science guy.
Well, I mean, I am partial to brisket because I like the smokier flavor. I shouldn't say brisket, smoked brisket, like barbecue style brisket, because it's smoked. But like pastrami's smoked too. It's just brined first, so there's you get really good salt penetration all the way.
Power rank them right now.
I'm gonna say barbecue style brisket number 1 because of the Maillard and the outside. You get that nice bark. It's amazing.
Menards. Rainbow Field presented by Menards.
Menards and Maillard.
It's St. Patrick's Day. Menards.
Number 2, I'm going to go pastrami because it does have that smoky flavor. It's also delicious. The steamed corned beef just seems a little... It's not as good. There's not as much texture to it. It all just kind of falls apart. It's the same on the edges as it is in the middle. So I'm going to go brisket, pastrami, then corned beef. It's bottom tier brisket.
I actually agree with Matt, although the last little bit is a little bit more insulting than I needed to be for corned beef. Corned beef is a once a year, I'll have it if I think about it, but I'm not going to go out of my way for it. I do like a good pastrami sandwich, and so...
tough to beat.
Yeah, but obviously brisket's number 1 for me. You can chime in. That'll be our second signing limited poll question. We'll put this at Jim, Matt, and Molly. What's your favorite type of brisket? Is that how we'd word it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Smoked brisket, pastrami, or corned beef.
I will say, how many people on the signing unlimited poll question do you think are even going to realize that those are all different types of brisket? Because up until like 5 minutes ago, I never knew that. I don't think.
Molly was also today years old.
So,
when she learned that.
Ryan, why don't we put that down as the last option? I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, well,
or I didn't know those were brisket.
Yeah, I didn't know that those were brisket because I know there's a difference between those 3 for sure. Yeah. Pastrami and corned beef, never thought of in the same category.
Oh, they're really? Almost the exact same.
Yeah, those 2 I knew were similar.
The one difference is you smoke pastrami.
I think it's different too because like what you eat it with is different. Like it's funny because it's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm seeing all these restaurants put out like their St. Patrick's deals, and it's like corned beef and cabbage and like broccoli and like carrots and eggs, and it's like what like. This sounds like...
it's corned beef and cabbage, and you get potatoes and carrots.
Oh.
That is
corned beef and hash. What am I thinking? Hash.
They make corned beef hash.
Yeah,
corned beef hash. Yeah.
And honestly, that's the reason you go and get corned beef today is so you can have leftovers. You chop it up with some potatoes and you fry it off in a pan and make yourself some hash in the morning.
That's more fried. If you're gonna do what Matt's talking about initially, you put that in a crock pot, or you can slow cook it and cook it all together.
The other thing I've been seeing for like offers today on St. Patrick's Day are Reubens, which I've never had. Never
Really?
had a Reuben.
You've
no.
never had a
Reubens are good.
Reuben?
Yeah, but aren't they like a lot? Like those are like heavy sandwiches.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What
it's a
kind of
heavy
meat is a
sandwich.
Reuben?
It's corned beef.
Oh.
So
It's just another remix.
It's just a way to eat corned beef.
Yeah.
You get a rye
Different
bread.
vessel.
You
I'm not
put
sure I like this many meats.
you put a rye. It's all the same meat, Molly. That's the best part. It's a rye
The same
bread. You
meat,
put
just served
some
different ways.
delicious Russian dressing on it, which is basically like mayo, pickle, mustard kind of mixed.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Then you get some sauerkraut, some Swiss cheese, and corned beef, and that's your sandwich. You toast the bread, and you've got a delicious Reuben sandwich. It's
Matt
pretty.
and I,
it's pretty
the
solid.
science guy.
So while we're on St. Patrick's Day here, the other question I would have is, like, as a kid, did you get, like, my mom would take the dye and like dye the milk green, and then like you'd wear green and she'd make corned beef. Like that was kind of, and like put green stuff up around the house. Like that was kind of our St. Patrick's Day. But now for the girls, we make leprechaun traps. By we, I mean my wife helps the girls make leprechaun traps, and so it's like a box, and you make a trap out of it. You can paint it, you can do whatever you want with it. I had never heard of this, but apparently leprechauns do visit houses, and you can try to catch them. Sometimes, and then they create a mess if you don't catch them. And so there was a mess at my house. He used the bathroom. It was green in the potty, and then also he left some quarters laying around and did some other mischief. But my always question is, what happens if you caught? I asked my kids, like, what happens if you caught the leprechaun? What are you going to do with it?
What are you talking about? You already have a little hamster cage.
Right, that's what I said. But
put it in with.
You can go live with Pancake.
You put it in with
Pancakes is
Pancake
solo
or
now.
Sunny.
No, wait, Sunny is solo now.
Yeah,
go live
yeah.
with Pancakes is a threat. So go sleep with the fishes. Go live with Pancakes. But Sunny's alone now. But the girls didn't trust a leprechaun and the hamster together. Like they're mischievous, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but
That's
any other
understandable.
Molly, does your
So the
No,
traps
I've
didn't
never
work?
done anything for St. Patrick's Day. It's never been a holiday. My husband's birthday is today. But
Happy
like,
birthday.
Yeah, but he doesn't like we don't do anything for like he had like St. Patrick's Day themed birthday parties growing up, and he's like anti that now. So no.
I would be too if like don't
Yeah,
ruin
like
my
there's
birthday
there's
with-
literally photos of him just like decked out in like St. Patrick's Day stuff with like his birthday cake, which is hilarious. But no, so we don't decorate or do anything like that. I'm not against it for like when my kids get like my toddler. Obviously, he's fine. Like he doesn't like put things in his mouth. But like if I were to have a leprechaun trap, like one of my twins is gonna choke on some that the leprechaun left. Like so, I can't do that yet. But that is something that I'm like looking forward to being able to do. But I do remember making like leprechaun traps for like the kids when they like had to do it for school. So they brought a leprechaun trap to school. So I remember doing that a couple times, but yeah, otherwise, no, we don't do anything. It'd be fun to like celebrate, I guess, but
I think it's
we
just
haven't.
a reason to celebrate in March, like
Do
just
you-
to do something.
Yeah, after a blizzard when you're depressed again because it's winter. Yeah, for sure.
When I was a kid, we would get. I don't know if this was like a product of the '90s, but like window clings, like those like stickers, essentially.
Yep.
We had them for every holiday, like all the holidays and all of the seasons. There was always some window clings going up at our place. So we had shamrocks and like leprechaun
Still
hats.
Yeah, no, the girls throw them up on all their windows, like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick. Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, so like that's about as much as we got it. You'd wear green, and Dad would go to the local supper club and get corned beef for everybody because. Again, it's such a pain in the butt to make. Let the restaurant do it.
I feel
or buy the pre-brined or pickled or whatever you want to call it. Get the pre-brined one from the store.
I feel like do you guys like? Well, I know you said that like you would dye your milk green and stuff. I feel like drinking anything green just like gives me the heebie-jeebies. Am I wrong in thinking that?
The green beer used to.
I feel like there's like green beer probably.
Yeah.
My dad had to dye his beer green on St.
no.
Patrick's Day too.
Or like
So
even the
against
water.
that.
The water in Chicago every year
That-
kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies
that
because I'm
I
like,
don't-
is that like just killing fish?
Yeah,
like, it
that
just
I agree
looks
with you.
gross.
That can't be good.
It probably did at one point, but they're pretty conscious of non-toxic
Oh, they're going to
stuff
say
now.
that the fish are immune to it now or something. I'm like,
It-
oh,
it
right,
might be.
Godzilla.
the fish probably they're so mutated they just get up and walk out.
Yeah, just leave.
Matt in the greenhouse chimes in. I'm not surprised Matt likes hash. And David Deerfield says, Molly,
yeah, man.
corned beef are cows that are fed corn all their lives.
Oh.
Isn't that all cows, though, on a side note? That's the whole problem.
Unless you're getting the grass fed.
Well, yes, that's a fancy cow. That's even more expensive. But most cows are fed corn,
no idea.
but they're not actually supposed to eat corn.
Yeah, it's like something they wouldn't normally get.
Damn humans.
But it fattens them up.
Yeah,
Wait, it's like a dessert. Like, we shouldn't have cheesecake all the time, but like
they
we
can't
have it.
properly digest it. But by the time it actually is a problem, they're corned beef.
Yeah.
So
isn't that just us with ice cream though? Like there's a lot of people who can't digest dairy.
I don't know, Ryan. What do your victims end up as?
What are you trying to say?
Haagen-Dazs? Like,
yeah, I put them on my
or
steak.
holiday sauce.
I put them on my steak, Molly. That's what it is.
They are the steak.
All right, all this talk is just making me gain some weight. I need to get over to Carbon World Health, talk to them about some like glutide, cryotherapy, red light therapy, and, of course, their fantastic workout facility and hormone treatments at Carbon World Health. Check them out today, carbonworldhealth.com. This is Jim Matt and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Olivia Chellevold from Middleton High School. Liv, how you doing?
Great, thanks for having me on.
A distance runner. Okay,
Yes.
A little history here. Your dad was a longtime coach at Madison Memorial.
Yep.
It's a rivalry of Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
When is the first time you remember running? Is it as soon as you could walk?
Yes, I
you were
grew
running?
up around it. My dad was a coach for 17 years, so I grew up watching those girls and really wanted to join the sport.
Now you're going to get to be a Badger. I'm sure Mom and Dad are happy to have you close to home,
Yes,
right?
definitely. Yeah, I grew up around the Madison area, and I got to watch the Zimmer, the Nutty Come Invite every year, and I think that community has really stuck out to me, and I'm really excited to become a part of it and be around those like-minded people and be able to run with everyone.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
If you're looking for an energy drink that actually supports your wellness, Zoa Energy is the answer. I had my Zoa Energy today. It was the lemon lime flavor, which is absolutely delicious. It's full of vitamins, antioxidants, and electrolytes. So if you are looking for some energy, head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can pick some up today.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. We are in Milwaukee. Matt Hamilton dressed out like a Bucs fan in green at the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Lorsheim there with him as well. Before we get into our segment here, I do have to ask an important question, Matt. Is Ryan giving you enough pets? Are you getting enough attention during the break?
Barely. I told him I watched, because I am bored and no one's here. In the break, I watched the trailer for the Dune 3 that's coming out in 8 months in December, and Ryan's like, nope, don't want to talk about it. I'm hyped enough. I don't need any more excitement for it. So, no. Long story short, no, I'm not getting enough pets from Ryan.
Sorry, my opinions are not enough for you, Matt Hamilton.
Is Dune 3 just where they're literally in like the desert? Was that weird popcorn box thing?
Yes.
A couple years ago?
Yes, it was with
Do you remember that?
the giant worm mouth. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ryan's like, I
remember that one. You got a few of those at home.
He can't reuse it.
He keeps his caulk in it.
Oh.
That's where he stores his caulk.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt, do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, the like special popcorn buckets for the Dune release. Yeah.
You just didn't give any reaction, and I figured you would have one. So
ESPN is reporting Milwaukee Bucks Giannis Antetokounmpo has been diagnosed with a left knee hyperextension and bone bruise and will be reevaluated in 1 week.
Is it real or is it fake? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, you guys. That was a joke.
Nobody's mad at it.
Somebody could be.
But let's, that is a little PR thought there, Molly. Let's get into a little bit of PR here for the Wisconsin Badgers.
Class is now in session.
Good teacher. He really seems to care.
What?
About what, I have no idea.
Welcome to PR 101 with your professor, Big J, Jim Rutledge.
Yeah, Jim, so we got to come back to some PR 101 here today because we got an update on one of the bigger lessons we learned from Matt LaFleur after he spoke to the Badgers after their big win against Michigan State back in, I believe that was January. So we're going to revisit this quickly, guys. So Matt LaFleur gave a post-game speech to the Badgers locker room after they knocked down Michigan State, who I believe was number 9 in the country at the time. And guys, I think you all remember because the speech left a little bit to be desired. Let's go ahead and revisit it right now. Watch it on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream.
Every time you step on that court, you play like that. You be tough, a really tough team to beat. But that was fun to watch. Keep it rolling now, one day at a time. We'll stack this.
So, Matt, I believe that's your first time reacting to that clip on this show.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that? That was your first time seeing that.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to get after it?
Yeah, I'm about to run through that door.
It's not tight.
I'm gonna stack that blank. I do like that line. I'm here for that last line. That would get me pumped. But the rest of it
one
is
day
like,
at a time.
It's only because he swore. It's the only thing. Just like college kids.
No, stacking wins is like, I don't know if it was a phrase back in Jim's day, but like we talk about it.
9 years apart.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But we talk about it at like when we're curling in tournaments and like we'll get a win and we're like, all right, let's stack them wins. Yeah, it's a phrase that
But would you say
get
that
behind.
You would say that after like a big win over a top 10 team when you're unranked, like that's what you would be giving out as your post-game speech to the team? Matt, what is your post-game speech to the Badgers if they get a big win in the NCAA tournament?
In the NCAA tournament?
Yeah.
They beat Arkansas.
Hey guys, you're playing with house money now. We gotta stack them wins, get up to the national championship. This is some of your last times you will be playing college basketball, so don't leave anything out on the court. and let's stack them wins and get them dubs.
Honestly, that was equivalent to Matt LaFleur. Like,
Exactly.
You stumbled. You sounded
It's
like you
not
had a
tight.
few
I'm
Coors
not
Lights
tight.
Well,
there. Like,
Matt LaFleur might have had a little bit of time to actually think about what
I
he
don't
was
think
going to
he
say.
You can do this. Here's what Greg Gard should do. Is honestly, he walks into the locker room and goes, "That victory was sweet." Because that's the Arkansas pick call. He goes, "Sweet."
I understand.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry it wasn't, "Hey, guys, good job. We're happy to be here. Let's play house money. We're not good enough to be
Wait,
here."
if they beat
honest,
Arkansas,
like,
they're
that
headed to
court-
the Sweet 16,
There you
right?
go. Sweet.
I don't know if that's resonating with a bunch of kids.
All right, well, guys, I
Really?
think Matt LaFleur.
That game was great. No cap on God. That's how you connect.
Yeah, I would bet so much money on Arizona in the next round if Matt LaFleur, if Matt was giving that post-game speech.
How much money would you pay to see Greg Gard? I was trying to channel my inner Greg Gard and seeing other things that he's done, like to lean into a theme, like wearing the hair from Illinois,
Yeah,
and all that.
that was pretty good.
Could you imagine Greg Gard? Like honestly, it would like they would quit. They honestly wouldn't be able to field a team if Greg Gard walked in and said what matches.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Yeah,
I would pay $100 to see Greg Gard do that though.
They'd be
On
dead.
cap to God 100 or whatever.
No cap on God.
No cap on God.
Where did
Arizona's
200 come
skibbity
from?
toilet.
Skippity toilet.
That's been a while.
Okay, it's been a long while,
Yeah.
I think. All right, guys, are we ready? Are we ready to move off Matt Hamilton's post-game speech?
What just happened? What did you say about toilets?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
you can't. You
You've never
can't.
heard
No, we have to
skibbity
pause.
toilet?
No.
Oh, it literally means nothing. It's a terrible YouTube trend that was popular like a year and a half ago, but you can pretty much say
word salad.
Yeah, it's word salad now. Thank you, Adam Schefter.
What?
Skibbity toilet. It's a thing. Trust me when I say it's real. You guys are just old. Molly is an old mom now.
Okay, but
in a
like
young
I have
body.
teenagers and they have never said skibbity toilet.
I'm sure they've watched
too.
it.
I've never heard that in my life.
I'm sure they've seen it.
I'm gonna ask.
Maybe
I'm
not
gonna
your
ask-
daughters, Jim, but I'm sure your teenagers did, Molly.
So Rosie's 12. She knows a lot of the same things. So I'm gonna ask her if she's ever heard of it.
Okay, yeah, fire away. I'm sure they.
Skibbity toilet? What is it?
Skibbity toilet. Yes.
I'm gonna videotape her reaction to this too.
Do you guys think Matt LaFleur's heard that reference before?
Every time you step on that court, you play like that. You be
This is
tough,
skibbity toilet.
a really tough team to beat. But that was fun to watch. Keep it rolling now, one day at a time.
Greg Gard in the back row just.
Stack it.
Jesus, get this.
Stack
Get on
that.
out of here, LaFleur. You're ruining it. You're ruining the moment.
All right. So what did Greg Gard have to say about that
So
on sports?
Greg Gard then was on Sportsmanlike this morning, the ESPN radio show with Badger alum Evan Cohen. Hear that every day, 5 to 9 right here on 100.5 ESPN Wisconsin app. And so this was what he had to say when asked about the Green Bay Packers and what he felt about some of the impacts that he felt after Matt LaFleur's speech as well. Here's what Greg Gard had to say.
We got to get healthy again. We got to get Parsons back. We got to get Tucker Kraft back. You got to go through the preseason healthy. Coach LaFleur actually was down here for one of our last home games against Michigan State and got a chance to come in the locker room after that game, which we won, and talk to the team. And, great guy.
And that was all he had to say about Matt LaFleur. There was nothing else that Greg Gard said at all regarding Matt LaFleur. In fact, he went on for 45 seconds to talk about Mike McCarthy after saying that Matt LaFleur was a great guy. So I don't think he really remembered much of the speech, to be honest, guys.
Yeah, no, I think it was pretty forgettable.
I don't think Matt LaFleur remembered that speech. One, he probably had a couple pops in him. Two, I think he was like, oh God, that was brutal. Tried to block it out. We've all had those moments where you're like, God, I butchered that.
One of those like, hey, do you want to come into the locker room and speak to the team after the game? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And he gets there, he's like, what am I gonna say?
Rolling
I don't
now,
know what to say.
one day at a time. We're stacked it.
Honestly, so you guys can't see it if you're just listening, but if you're on YouTube, the video plays, and he does this like head nod, like in confidence, like yeah, like one day at a time. Nod my head, like that's how you know you can trust me, is because I am nodding and believing it too. It's like what? Just hearing it sounds a little bit better than actually seeing it with the video. He looks like he's uncomfortable in the video.
The fact that he still has the one hand in his pocket the entire time tells you everything you need to know.
But he has a water bottle in his hand, too?
Yes, he does. He doesn't know what to do with his hands at all.
I do think he saved himself slightly with the stack that at the end of it. Because
I don't think that is as good as you think. I think you're really trying to see the sunny
Do you
side
know
of
what?
this.
You know what I think he was?
I just don't think you want anyone to see the sunny side of it.
Do you guys remember what Matt LaFleur looked like when he was coach for the Commanders?
Yeah.
Like, Matt LaFleur was actually him, but, like, on the outside, he looked like the Matt LaFleur of now, but was really, like, the dorky Matt LaFleur and was like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to talk to people.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Exactly.
Right. And for me, like, it was the delivery, but including stacking, like, he just went to ChatGPT and said, give me the most cliched way to talk about a victory. And that's what he
Beep,
did.
boop, bop, bop,
One
beep.
day at a time, let's stack this, keep trying hard. 1-0.
I mean,
as good as it gets. Good, better, best.
I guess. Sometimes going with those, I really don't think if you're talking to college kids trying to make some like punny joke about like you, the Sweet 16, like
Matt, that's what he does. But also, I don't
No,
care.
he went cliche. He didn't go punny joke.
No, Greg Gard does that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not arguing about mine being better. I'm just saying Matt LaFleur sucked at it. And if you can't see that, I can't help you. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You can't help me.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
The best description of how I'm going to feel before and during this Packers game is literally like the beginning of that Eminem song where it's like, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on my sweater already, mom's spaghetti. That's literally going to be me,
You only
like
get one
sweaty
shot.
ass palms.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
With me is Sarah Pavlik, business manager at LSM Chiropractic. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems.
In a world where everybody's just a number and everybody's so busy being busy, they make you feel important, and I'm sure they have a lot of things going on.
One thing James Imaging Systems has going on is providing their clients with business technology expertise to get better work done and more value out of every dollar.
Absolutely. I cannot put a price or just a word on the value we've saved in every which direction. My time, again, the company has saved money as well.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and unmatched business technology expertise. Right, Sarah?
Correct. Yes. It's nice to reflect back and say we have a partner, not just a vendor.
James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
My fiance wanted to incorporate me in the process of picking out my engagement ring. And we went to Chalmers, and that was the first place that we went to look for rings.
The staff educated us right away, and we felt very comfortable, and I learned a lot about diamonds.
Chalmers did a great job explaining the process to us, the type of grade of the diamond.
Just from the second you walk in, I mean, there's somebody who's taking you over, showing you exactly what you want in your price range.
I think that my ring is the most beautiful ring I've ever seen, thanks to Chalmers Jewelers.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues. Molly and I are in Milwaukee. Matt Hamilton back at the Everlight Solar Studio. And you can go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. All right, let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
And I have some exciting news here for Mr. Chef Matt Hamilton. Coming soon, the Golden Arches Unlimited official McDonald's online shop is releasing a quarter-pounder scented candle pack.
Pack?
Yes. It's a limited new run of 6 scented candles. They are custom scented. Do you want to guess on the scents of the candle, or should I just tell you?
Guess, Matt. Guess.
Pickles.
Yep.
Maybe like fresh baked buns.
Yep.
Fresh soft buns.
Yeah, some sesame seed buns and
buns, hon.
I guess grilled meat, beef.
Yep.
Is there more?
Yeah, there's 6.
Oh, there's 6. Oh, then I guess cheese.
Yep.
All right. What's the sauce that goes on? What would you say? Double quarter pounder?
Just a single quarter pounder.
Oh, single quarter pounder. What's the point?
Is there a different smell between the two?
Well, no, I didn't know. No, I thought I was thinking Big Mac for a
double quarter
second.
pounder seems like a life choice.
Oh,
Isn't that just a half pound?
okay. So one of them's got to be onions then. Onions then.
Onions, yep.
No.
Is a ketchup and mustard?
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. You got them all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the double quarter pounder was the play for me when I was a kid.
How do they not have like a fry scent?
I would take fry scent over.
Because it's just the burger.
It's the quarter pounder scented candle pack.
But
I mean,
still, though,
to be
like,
fair, if you guys
who
get
gets just a
McDonald's, do you
who gets
put?
just a quarter pounder though? Like you got to get the fries with it.
Yeah, because you put them on the burger.
What?
You've never done this.
Life-changing. That sounds life-changing.
It is good.
Yeah, you
But the
take the
double quarter
top bun
pounder-
off and then load it with fries and stack it back on. It is
Guys,
amazing.
Wait, stop. That sounds amazing.
That does
so like
sound
I
really good.
love. I literally can't eat a sandwich from Cousin Subs without chips on it.
Oh, literally every single burger I get nowadays.
Yeah, literally.
I watched my mom do it as a kid. So, like, yeah, if I go to Culver's, get a Butterburger, I get their fries. Like,
Wait,
it's going on the What's going on?
Do you guys ever do the move of dipping a fry like in a milkshake?
Yes.
The Frosty for Frosty and fries from Wendy's.
Come on, we're not amateurs, Ryan.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Well,
It's not really my go-to,
when
but
I-
like I'll do it.
That was the move was when it was like 11 o'clock and you live in McFarland and the only two places that are open are Taco Bell and Wendy's. You go hit up the Wendy's and get yourself some fries and a chocolate Frosty.
Yeah.
Oh, just pushing right past Taco Bell. Not good enough for you?
Well, then Ryan, you go home and you light up your quarter pounder scented candle pack.
Yeah.
Like,
because you
so
couldn't
I just
afford to get
pictured,
it too.
Like Ryan, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice, and now
Okay.
again, it's been a long time since I've been single, but I would say don't buy and light the quarter pounder scented candle pack if you bring.
That wasn't going to be my go-to. No,
So is the
no,
move
I
to-
wasn't thinking of that one.
Jim, is the move to like light them all?
That's not
like
right,
all 6 candles so
probably.
you can smell the entire burger.
Get a whole happy meal.
Their house
I
will
don't
smell
want
like
to
a
smell
quarter
like
pounder,
just
though.
pickles, or I couldn't imagine my house smelling like just onions.
Right.
But
Cheese,
do the whole
just-
thing.
Hot cheese. I don't know.
Like, what are we doing? Also, like, when you get in your car, okay, I know we've all been there, so I'm not even embarrassed. When you get fast food the night before, and then, like, you throw it all away, whatever. But then when you get in your car the next morning, you're like, damn it still smells like
Well,
soup.
hold on.
It lingers.
This is like
it
my
falls
nightmare
to the
smell. I
deepest.
worked at McDonald's when I was 16. Those clothes I had to leave in the garage.
bet.
Even if you washed them, like they just had to stay in the garage because you can't get rid of that smell.
Dude, I used to work Fridays in front of a fryer and just frying fish the whole time. Same thing. My clothes had. First of all, I felt like it was caked on my face. Like I just had grease.
Yes.
But
It's like-
you had to like leave those clothes somewhere else because they're
and you had to power
gross.
wash your face and drive home with the windows open, and then it only reek for a week. Like in Matt's case, probably by like Wednesday or Thursday, the smell was out of the car.
just in time for the next Fish Friday.
Yeah.
Molly, did you ever work at a fast food place? I did
I've
not
never-
experience these horrors.
I've never worked in the food industry at all.
Yeah,
I worked in
I never
retail.
want to.
And it
I've
shows.
worked. Okay, rude. I've worked in customer service when I worked at like a private golf course, and I had to like clean people's clubs, so I did that. And then I worked at like Hollister, so I worked in retail, and then I've also worked in a factory for a large corporation. So I've done like crummy jobs. I've just never worked in the food
I
industry.
feel like food industry's got the worst
Back of the
stories.
house food industry is the most underappreciated job in like the history of man. Because
Let me tell you, if I did work in food, I wouldn't work in the back. Like I would rather just like I remember applying for like hostess jobs.
Also, classic back of the house guy. Like front of the house is great. We're the ones that have to take all
No.
the brunt for their bad work.
Yeah, but let's be real, Jim. You're the one who's like, oh, the kitchen screwed it up, and you might have rung it in wrong, but you're not telling your table that you're the problem. You say the kitchen screwed up because you're the one who's hoping to
And then
receive
Matt,
the
are they
tip.
going back there to find you?
No,
Or are
I'm
they
just
are they
saying,
on the-
we know we're getting the blame, whether it's the server's fault or not. It's always the back of the house's fault.
Matt, I did both, so it's the front of the house is the worst job.
I worked front of house, but it wasn't that bad. I
not getting
bartended
this
and I
conversation.
was a server. It wasn't
God,
that
you
bad.
guys, can we just
Kitchen was
can
the
we go
worst.
one show without having
not-
a measuring contest?
I'm not having this conversation. All right, the
It's okay
candles
to be
cost
wrong.
$35.
You get it for the
$35.
novelty. You get it for the novelty.
$35 a piece, or like for
No,
like
for the set. It's a
Oh,
quarter
for the
pounder
set,
scented
okay.
You can't
candle
have the
pack.
cheese
I was
without
gonna
the meat,
Yeah.
without
Well,
the bun.
I agree. I just thought it was going to be $35 a piece, which would have been insane.
Okay,
$35?
Of these 6, though, which one would you light up individually for your like at the house? Because there is
Was bread-
one
was
right
bread an
answer.
option?
Yes.
Bun.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
buns.
Yeah.
The bun.
Yeah, because the
That's
other
what I
ones were
like.
what?
I mean,
quarter
if it
pound?
smells like yummy buns, I don't know about like roast buns though.
Clean buns.
Yeah, they gotta
Clean
be
buns.
fresh and
Fresh
clean.
buns.
Yeah. I'm assuming they would be. Now, I want to just
Stale
throw this
bun,
out there.
Daniel.
I will say one
Stale,
of the
dirty buns.
best
Yeah.
smells in the kitchen is sautéed onions.
Oh yes.
Yep.
So like I don't know if I'm 100% opposed
But
to the onion
McDonald's
candle.
onions are not sauteed.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it could be the onions of like stinky BO onions.
Now, I
you know?
don't know if you can do this anymore, but the smart people that went to McDonald's, like, they had a specific order. Like, because you can saute the onions there if you. I've
grilled
done it for
onions?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you can do a lot. Like, when you work there for a while and you have to make all the food, you make a lot of stuff, too. So, like, honestly, the people that worked at
Experimenting.
McDonald's in the back come up with some pretty decent modifications on the meals.
Weed is tight.
I learned the order is you actually ask for your fries with no salt.
Yep.
And then you ask for salt on the side, and you put your own salt on, because then you get the hottest, freshest.
Yep.
Because they make a bunch of them regular, so you might get some old ones. But if you ask for fries no salt, like, I've got a sodium issue. That's the move.
But there's a trade-off. The trade-off is everyone knows that, including the people working at McDonald's. So,
what? They still can't serve you fries with salt because you asked for no salt.
Right.
You would know. It's not like you're going to fool them.
I've definitely never given someone caffeinated coffee when they asked for decaf. Just
okay, that's messed up.
That is messed up, dude.
Yeah. But I think we all are aware that food service is messed up.
Jim, if I ask for no salt on my fries, I'm not going to eat the fry and be like, yeah, I'm so glad I did this. I got one over on them. It's like, you're going to taste the salt. You can't taste the caffeine in coffee or decaffeinated coffee.
I'm not saying the salt, Matt. I'm just saying you're probably not getting the best scenario there. I can share you all the stories that happened when people tried that trick.
Gross.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Waiting. I've seen, like I said, guys,
I was told to do this by
once
someone
every
that
2
worked
months.
at McDonald's. They're like, do this. This is how you get the best fries.
You're right. Perfect. You're right. All right. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
That there's like
Wait, did you just say different flavors of hand soap?
Can we not call it flavors?
No,
It's not
but it
flavors.
is. No, it is flavors, you guys.
Flavors of hand
There
soap or
are
lotion?
all of the above.
Okay.
Mostly lotions, though, is where it freaks me out.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
lotions that are like maple or glazed maple donut flavor.
It puts the donut lotion on the skin.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Matt Hamilton here for Leinekugels, the craft beer that showcases a commitment to tradition and quality, founded in 1867 in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. No matter where I'm at, on the ice, on my boat, or if I'm just watching the big game, I always have a Leine's in my hand. Whether it's the refreshing summer shandy, the smooth honey vice, or my personal favorite, the juicy peach, there's a delicious flavor for every moment. Pick it up wherever you get delicious beer, but remember, you gotta be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Spring Sale and get 35% off paints and stains March 13th through the 23rd. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Evan Canty and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
They want Mike McCarthy to figure out what Mike Tomlin could not post Ben Roethlisberger, which is who's going to be the quarterback that can consistently elevate the talent base and put our team in position to contend for titles year in, year out. Mike McCarthy is going to find the answer to that question.
Unsportsmanlike.
Weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Jason in DeForest chimes in with a couple text message. He says, I DoorDash part-time. My car has a great mixed smell of all the restaurants in the Madison area. And he also said also a 25-year food service / cook vet, so he understands the clothes too. And then also DP in Madison chimes in, French fries on the sandwich is a Primanti Bros restaurant originally made famous in Pittsburgh. So apparently that's like a famous restaurant in Pittsburgh is the one that kind of started the – I'm sure people did it before that, but that's what they're famous for it.
Yeah, I bet Mike McCarthy knows about that.
I am sure of that. Matt, you got something to tell us, and I'm excited to hear it.
I sure do. Milwaukee, be there for the night that will have everyone talking. Thanasis Live is back on March 27th at the Riverside Theater. It's loud and completely unpredictable. There's no telling who will come on the stage. Thanasis always brings out the stars. Stephen A. Smith, Bobby Portis, the Lopez brothers, and of course, Giannis. This year... The Nature Boy Ric Flair is headlining with Thanasis, and if history tells us anything, he won't be alone. More surprise guests, more big names, more moments that lead you to say you had to be there. Get your tickets now at TALive.com. Thanasis Live, March 27th at Riverside Theater. Doors open at 6, show at 7. Milwaukee legends, nationwide stars, you never know who else is going to walk on the Thanasis Live stage. Be there, TALiveshow.com for tickets.
Woo! Matt, you did a great job. One thing you got wrong, Thanasis Live.
Also, TALiveshow.com.
I said Thanasis Live, didn't I? Whatever. That's close enough.
Great job. You just you didn't send people to the right website, and you mislaid.
You did a lot better than I thought, though. It's a hard live read.
TALiveshow.com. What do you mean?
You said it wrong the first time, but you got it right the second time.
You forgot the live part, and you just said
No,
T8. I think
you
you
forgot
said
to say the show part, Ryan.
I said TALive.com?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll probably correct you. Like Google doesn't take everything verbatim anymore. It kind of like gives you the best match for what you wrote because no one knows how to spell anything.
That's not
8 out of 10.
I think we nailed it. Yeah, I'll take an 8 out of 10. I brought the energy.
You did bring the
and
energy.
that's the most important part.
Great. You can start doing that live read.
I got you.
Absolutely.
I don't have
Energy is
any
the
other
most
ones other than
important part.
Liney's now, so
not
I'm
the
in.
name of the show and not the website. Absolutely the energy.
That's all right. I think we're fine, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm going to get over it. I'll sleep fine tonight.
Oh, I know. All right. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's
Even the
Carba
show, we have like 30 seconds left.
I was just filling.
Get in.
Okay.
Hurry and go. We only have 30 seconds.
Get into the show. Nobody that chimed in, though, said if back of the house or front of the house was worse.
Put a poll out there for tomorrow.
No, just chime in right now.
I
Get into
wanna
the show. 844-770-3776.
All right, I'm going to make a poll on my own Twitter account.
But then again, how many people have worked in the back and the front of the house in their careers? That's got to be a pretty small segment,
Results
right?
may be skewed.
But it might
Matt,
be.
if you post it on your own socials, you're not allowed to put where you think is worse.
Because that
you're
is
not
true.
allowed to say it.
Matt gives off front of the house vibes.
Because I do love people. That's true.
Right.
That's
Yes.
true.
Jim gives off back of the house vibes. That is true too.
People here's the like me. But here's the part of it. I was like Matt when I started, and now I'm like this because I had to work at the front of the house for 17 years. I had to deal with people every day. People
17
like
years.
me.
I think you're being aggressive with.
I started at 15 until 28. So how long is that? That's
13 years.
13 years.
Also, at what point in time then did you work in the back of the house?
Well, a lot of times at Damon's, I worked both. So that was a little bit of, you just need the hours.
What do you need? I'll run the fryer.
Getting a little fishy here. I don't know.
What's that?
Nothing. I was just saying, yeah, you volunteered to run the fryer because you wanted some extra cash. Picking up
Or
shifts.
I made ribs. Again, it's not
Yeah.
rocket science. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
Great. See ya.